Hello, everybody. I'm going to talk to you all about taking care responsibility, debt that you have accumulated when you lose a job, um, the collectors call, and you got to figure out how you're going to make the payment. And my way of thinking might not be your way of thinking, but when you're out of a job and you focusing on your career after losing a job, the most important thing is to take care of your necessities. You need a roof over your head. You need transportation to get back and forth, looking for a job or networking towards your career. You need food to eat. You need lights, and you need a phone. You don't need to be shopping if you don't have a job. You don't need to be going out to eat, spending more money, creating more debt when you don't have a job. And so this video is about, in addition to accountability and responsibility I've been speaking about for the past couple of days, is that you have to hold yourself accountable concerning your debt. And so this video is a plea for everybody to go to Amazon.com, family, friends, all the steals. If you have not purchased your cousin's book, The Power of Being Woman, or You're the Key to Someone Else's Blessing, take the opportunity today to go to Amazon.com to purchase that book, or contact me and I can meet you, and you can get a couple of people together, 10 people together to purchase the book. You can call me and let me know how much it's going to cost. I'll let you know how much it's going to cost you. That's including shipping and everything. So, and I will give you a discount. I give you a family discount if you would call me or inbox me. Let me know where you want to meet. We can meet, at Golden Corral, gas station, library, wherever you want to meet, to actually make the transaction. But this is about me following my dreams, doing what I love versus what I have to do. For 51 years, well, I won't say 51 years because I didn't have my first child until I was 21. So 30 years, for 30 years, I've been doing what I have to do to take care of my family, take care of my children. And now I'm trying to fulfill my dreams, goals, ambitions, things that I want to do for the long run. A lot of times people have dreams and goals to accomplish in life, and they don't know how to go about doing it. And I was talking about how I hate to use YouTube, but the bottom line is you have to do whatever it takes to get the message across. And because I'm the type of person that I help people and help those in need, or feed the hungry, clothe the homeless. I've taken the homeless into my home. And that's not for any other reason. I'm not telling you that for any other reason except for to say that when you're the type of person and you have a heart to help and to do and to really make life better for someone else, and you taking your gifts, your talents, and your abilities to do that, I believe that the work that I do is worth it. I come from a place of sincerity and love for people, the elderly, the children, single mothers, single fathers. Life is difficult on its own, and thank God I have a wonderful husband that takes care of me and supports me in my dreams and my goals to get the training that I need to have in order to do what I'm doing now. And so it's been a long time coming, and it is, what time is it? I'm not even going by a clock right now, but let me see what is on my clock. I started this morning at 6:18. My alarm went off at 6:18. Got up, took a shower, got my clothes on, made up my bed, and heading out the door to get my granddaughter. And she's asleep. And so now I'm in my office, received a phone call from a credit card. It's debt. It's only $347, but they're looking for, it's a total of like $700 something on the credit card. And so I owed them $347. And so the mere fact that I owe them, it made me think about another part of accountability. So I guess this is accountability part 3, is that when you have debt, you're responsible for that debt. And so as a person of integrity, you want to make sure you do everything you can to take care of that responsibility, that debt. And thank God that I'm in a better position than many who not only not have a job, but they're living out on the streets, and they don't have food to eat. And I'm very fortunate in that way. I sell my crochet. I don't know if y'all know this, but I do everything to try to make some money. And so I'm in the process of making a jacket right now, a cardigan's jacket for this man at the barbershop. He wants me to make a cardigan sweater for this little boy. And so this is the front part. I've already put the button holes there. I have buttons going down the sweater, and I have to put the arms in. I'm also I have an order for a hat that I'm making for this lady. And yeah, this is a little funky hat, right? It's going to have a little bill on it like that. So that's going to be sweet. And it's made out of excellent material. I love this. I'm like, wow, this will last forever. You can either wear it flipped up, or you can make a bill out of it like that. Yep. Isn't that awesome? That's pretty awesome. So if you want to order, it's getting cold. So if you want to order a hat, it would be nice for you to, I got to finish this too. Once I finish it, it'll be, yeah, look at that design. Isn't that awesome? It'll be $45 for this hat. I'm going to make a scarf to go with it as well. And so she's already tried it on, and I'm looking forward to that. So I couldn't find the royal blue to finish this sweater for the longest. I make baby blankets, baby jackets, hats, booties. So if you know anybody that's having a baby, give them my information and say, listen, my sister, or my mom, my daughter's, I mean, whether you see the video or not, makes crochet items. And so give them my information. But the whole point of this video is to say that early this morning at 9:25 is that when you receive those phone calls for the debt that you've created, it's not a good feeling. They try to be jazzy with you. So if you're a phone operator or you're a debt collector, have mercy on the people. Some people are being honest about their situation. And then some people just are not good stewards over their money, and they're not trying to take care of their debt. But when you find that there's people that are really trying and they're being honest with you, I mean, don't badger them. Don't make them feel bad. They're already in a bad situation. And there's a scripture that says, a man that don't work don't eat. I eat. I do what's necessary to take care of the important things to help support my household with what I'm doing. And I do the cleaning and the cooking. Now I'm working. And so the mere fact that my husband is taking care of the responsibility, guess what? He eats good. You know, he gets good love. You know, I clean everything. I do the washing and the folding and the cleaning and the cooking and all of that. And I have daughters. So, and I do my crochet. I write these books. I do speaking engagements. I do whatever is necessary. But whenever you have debt collectors calling you, and we help people save money, get out of debt, prepare for retirement. So, but everybody do things differently. So you want to do everything you can to make sure you take care of your dad. I'm sitting here having my green tea, which I love. Thank you, Lord, for green tea. Give you the energy throughout the day. But go ahead and go to Amazon.com and look at the books that I've written. And hopefully you all will take the opportunity to support me as I go around and, you know, continue to speak to people and make these items for people in the community: scarves, hats, sweaters, baby booties, jackets, hats. I don't know if I've shared any pictures, but maybe on Facebook or something like that. I may have, or Instagram, I may have put some pictures up. And so I'm sitting at my desk and I was thinking about what can I do to improve my situation. Okay. And I think I've called everybody that I know concerning helping them get out of debt. I've told everybody, tell everybody, y'all have somebody in your family that can help somebody. So, and this is something that's important, because we're not always going to be here. One day we're going to lay down and die, you know. But when I do, as I said in my first video, I want to hear, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." You don't want to leave this world without your business being taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Because it leaves people in bad shape. And so while we have those things, how you got it? Well, like I said, I have a great partner who takes care of everything. So if you would do me a favor, send me some inbox messages about the books, especially women organizations, churches, you know. But, you know, then again, everybody don't want truth. A lot of people like to, you know, like that fuzzy feel-good stuff, and I just shoot straight from the hip, and I just let you know my version of the truth. And I try to be as honest as I can without, you know, being, you know, just hard. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, callous. I mean, because I'm talking about the things that I've been through, but a lot of times, you know, you think you can walk in somebody else's shoes, but you can't. A lot of people say that they want to be married, they want to be able to have a mate and stuff like that, but marriage is a great responsibility. And if you're selfish, you don't need to be married. Okay, you don't need, if it's all about you, it's all about me, 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 then guess what? You're not ready for marriage. I'm sorry, but you're not ready for marriage. There's a lot of people that want to date, but if you can't date yourself and you don't love yourself, no, you don't need to be dating. You need to take time out to love on yourself. That's in the book, The Power of Being a Woman. I think that's one of the subjects that my sister talked about on her website, learning how to love yourself and date yourself. Because the last thing a man needs is a woman that's so needy. You don't need to wear a man down. Your responsibility as the woman to help meet the needs of man. Okay, that's your responsibility. And not just mankind. So once we learn these types of things, and I know I'm kind of getting off subject about accountability and responsibility. We have a responsibility to one another. And so I feel like if I have a need, and or a person has a need, and I have something that I can offer them to take care of that need, then I should receive the finances to follow, or the monies to follow that need. And a servant is worthy of his hire. If you hire me to do a certain thing, then guess what? I should get paid for that. You go on a job, you work a job, you do a good job, they're not going to pay you your worth. Nobody will ever pay you your worth. Whereas if you have your own business, you're worthy of your hire. If you providing a service, then you should get paid. You go to work, that's a guaranteed check. But what I do because I love it, not because I'm receiving a check. I've sown a lot of seeds in my life concerning uh, on or off a job, in the community, in the church. I've sown a lot of jobs. I've done things that I haven't gotten paid for. And guess what? When I did a job, there were times when I did a job and I didn't get paid. But that wasn't between me and that person. That was between that person and God. So when you provide a service for people and they don't pay you, that's a problem. You know, people go to court for stuff like that. But I feel like I have so many gifts and talents that eventually it's going to pay off. And so when people order their hats and scarves and stuff, and I see them in the community, it makes me feel good that the gift that God gave me to be able to do it without a pattern. I do these without a pattern. I could see somebody do something, and I can follow, but I can't read a pattern. I mean, I don't know how to. I mean, I haven't committed those terms to memory to say, well, this is what I do. And then I'm left-handed, so whenever they're reading the pattern, they reading the pattern for a right-hand person, and I think they have left-hand patterns. I haven't looked into that. I just, naturally just look at what they're doing, and I take it and I put my own little twist to it and make it work for me. And it still come out pretty good. I think the stuff come out excellent, in comparison for me to be a left-handed person watching a right-hand person do what they do. But the responsibility and accountability for debt. You have the responsibility to take care of that debt. And you have to use everything that you have to take care of that debt. And so I use my talents and abilities. I act, I sing, I crochet, and I do speaking engagements. And I keep my granddaughter. So I do everything that I can to make sure things happen, but I'm going to use those resources towards what's most urgent and what's most important. I'm not going to, because those people calling me about the debt, guess what? When I get the monies to pay them off, I will. And of course, I'm saving up the money, but they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that you're saving up the money to pay off the debt. They want you to send what you have. See, but one thing I've learned that when you send a little bit, that really doesn't take care of the debt. It doesn't take care of the debt. You might as well just save the money up and then pay them a lump sum of what they're asking for instead of paying a little bit at a time. And I was doing that. I was paying a little bit, just paying the minimum. That wasn't doing anything for the debt. And I learned that the hard way. When I first, I guess back in 2013 or 14, when I applied for my house. And I've always worked 2 and 3 jobs to take care of my family. And this is before I met my wonderful husband. And but I was working 2 jobs when I met him. And but anyway, but when I applied for my house, I was working and paying off debt and stuff like that. And I was paying things off in full because I was working 2 jobs. And so once I received the house and I was paying my debt, I noticed that when I was paying the minimum payment, it really wasn't doing anything for the debt. I'm like, and I started looking at my credit card statement, and it was like barely moving. I'm like, I'm paying you $70 here, $80 here, not paying the minimum. And they're saying, well, that's not really doing anything for the bill, because this is the amount you need to pay, but you need to pay this and some in order for you to see the balance go down. And so I was like, dang, so I'm just sending my money. It was just like giving them money, just throwing it away. So I learned to get the monies together and pay what they're expecting so I can knock down the debt in lump sum, So instead of just giving them, little bits of money here and there. So at any rate, this video I guess, is concerning accountability for debt. So accountability part 3, early this morning at 9, I guess it was about 9:10, 9:15, I received a call from a credit card collector. And so a debt collector. And so I never answer the calls until, at least once a month. I'll answer the call so that they can know, yes, I'm still at the same address. I still have the same phone number. This is what I'm doing. And they don't like it when you have a positive thought concerning your debt. I think they want to be belligerent sometimes. And so you have to just allow them, continue to, be respectful. Because at the end of the day, it's about how you react to them, not what they do to you. And so we want to show good character and during the process of the debt. And you just keep doing the best you can and never give up. Never, it's not a good feeling to have debt, but knowing in your heart that you're doing everything you can to make sure that you get that debt taken care of, it would be, it's going to be awesome when you become debt free. And debt freedom is about knocking those bills down, one at a time. You pay the minimum on if you especially if you have like 3 or 4 different credit cards, you can pay the minimum on all of them except one. Everything, how you pay your mortgage and you give them an extra $50, or you pay your car payment, you give them an extra $25. You pay a credit card, you get them an extra $10. You're giving everybody a little bit of extra. But if you take that little bit of extra and you put it towards that one main bill, it's called debt stacking. I'm probably giving away some pointers to somebody that really don't understand it. But if you want any more details, you can give me a call. But you need to make sure that you learn how to get rid of your debt. And there's a company out here that will help you get rid of your debt. But a lot of people don't want to be debt free. They don't mind being full of debt. But you'll never have any assets if you don't take care of your debt. You want to have assets, things that you can purchase that you can make money from. When you make money, you take that money from that sale, and you invest a portion of that back into being able to make another sale. And so there's wisdom in what you're doing. You just have to make sure that it lines up with what it is and that you're trying to do. Make sure it lines up with where you're trying to go. And don't waste money. Don't waste resources. Be a good steward over your finances. When I lost my job, I felt bad, but at the end of the day, I said, wait a minute. Nothing happens to me except what the Most High allows to happen to me. It didn't have anything pertaining to my job, my skills. I was one of those people that received customer service awards. I got a whole folder full of customer service awards that I received at my last job. I actually keep them on a shelf. So you want to make sure that you have all of these are customer service awards that I received from my last job. So at any rate, just make sure that you hold yourself accountable for that debt. Make sure that you do everything you can to pay that debt off. You utilize every gift, talent that you have in order to create resources for yourself. And so again, this is accountability part 3, your debt, holding yourself responsible for your debt. Accountability to your past debt and current debt. Utilize your resources to take care of that debt. If you like me, over half a century old, you want to make sure that you do everything you can to make something happen. Live your life on purpose with purpose. Live your dreams. And thank God for a wonderful husband. I pray that I don't ever have to go back to another job, that I can continue to flourish in doing the things that I love to do, acting, singing, crocheting, traveling, you know, speaking into people's lives, writing these books, speaking engagements. If you know somebody need a speaker, I'll speak. Give them my information. And whatever the last person is charging, guess what? I'll beat their price. You know what I'm saying? Not too many people. I do stuff for free. You know, having the opportunity to sow into people. Listen, people need quality information. People need information that's going to cause change in their lives. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be about your religious preference, because everybody is somebody in the kingdom of God. This universe, all of us is family, if you ask me. Everybody is somebody in the kingdom of the Most High. And so we have to pull our resources together, begin to sow into our brothers and sisters, and allow the universe to do its part. Once you've done all you can do, that's all you can do. You just stand. Okay, just stand. Just stand. Stand believing that, you know, one thing, things are going to get better. I mean, thank God I don't have to work 2 and 3 and 4 jobs. I know you can't believe it, but I did. I worked FedEx, CMS. I was an in-home care aide, and I worked third shift at McDonald's. That's 4 jobs. And not to mention the ministry work that you do in churches. There's people that's sowing. I paid my tithes faithfully, but when I couldn't pay my light bill, guess what? I couldn't go to that church and ask them to give me no money because they ain't got it. Why? I don't know. I don't know why they don't. I don't know why churches don't do that. But your charity begins at home. You take care of your home front. Okay, take care of your home. Yes, when a prophet or a pastor, you know, they're teaching the word of God, you're supposed to pay your tithes. Will a man rob God? Yes. The little bit that I do, I pay tithes out the money that I make from sowing seed. Guess what? I'm going to pay my tithes. Forget about a credit card bill. God can supernaturally take care of my credit card bill by touching somebody's heart and say, look, I don't know what she owe at Citibank, but guess what? I'm going to take care of this. I don't know what she owes for this house, but guess what? I want to take care of it. You know, I just believe things like that happen. And so, because I'm the type of person, I've helped some people like that, you know. I remember one time the Most High told me to give somebody $1,500. I was like, man, I ain't doing that. That was hard for me. It took me 3 years to do it, but I did it. The person tried to give me the money back, and I said, well, I can't take no money from you. They gave me $300 of that $1,500 back. And I said, I can't take no more money from you. That wasn't it. I was supposed to give you $1,500, and that's the plan. I need to give you this money. And I was in another situation, and I won't tell you everything, but I was in another situation where this lady's son had died, and they needed help. And I was going to sow a seed of $500 into her. And my higher self, I heard the Holy Spirit, the angel of God say, give 1,000. My flesh was like, what? But I gave her that $1,000 because of what the Most High placed in my heart to do. I have to be obedient. And today I'm being obedient about talking to you about debt. Debt is not good. We have to be good stewards over our money. Unfortunately, things happen. We lose jobs and new careers happen. I have a career opportunity now where I help people save money, get out of debt. The only question is, who wants to help? Everybody don't want help, you know, so you just put the work out there, and this is a way of me networking. I'm putting my life out on the line, and I never understood why people did it, but people that are serious about what they want to do, they're going to say something about what it is that they do. I write the books. You know, I crochet, and I do speaking engagements, and I want to be able to let that be one of my resources. You understand? And I appreciate you all for listening. May the Lord bless y'all for just the thought of being a blessing to me and my family. Because when I'm blessed, I'm able to bless somebody else. So when you sow a seed into Phases of Life, Inspiration, Entertainment, and you sowing your time into Phases of Life, and you telling somebody about me, then you're being the key to someone else's blessing. So remember that. Have a blessed day. Thank you.